Hey guys, so today we're going to be building a Spanish-inspired mansion, and on the right you can see that I'm going off of a picture I found online. So I'm not the best builder, I'll go ahead and admit that. So the main thing that I do is I look up images of houses. Sometimes it's houses that other people have built in The Sims, or it's real life houses like this one, and basically try to recreate those because I'm not the most creative with building houses. I've only done a few houses completely on my own that I felt like were decent. So anyway, this house is actually for a new Let's Play that I'm going to be doing, and I am really excited about the Let's Play. It is going to be kind of inspired by Deligracy's Hampton Falls Let's Play. Definitely different, but inspired by it. So I'm going to be focusing on a lot of different families. This is a house for just one of the families, obviously. And I think it's going to be really fun. I really miss that series from Deligracy, and so I'm excited to kind of bring it back in my own way. And you can see I'm kind of working on the front mainly because I'm working off the picture, obviously. And this little weird roof side thing is actually in the picture to the right, but you can't really see it the way that for some reason iMovie kind of cropped it, but you can't really see the weird like sculpture-y type roof thing on the side. But I had a lot of trouble with this because it is like a smaller height than the rest of the walls, but it is also filled in on the top, and with half walls in The Sims you can't put a roof over them, so that was really difficult. I ended up putting some plants in there, but yeah, I really like struggled with it and how wide to make it and everything, and I thought about just deleting that altogether, but I think it adds a little something. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. So, and also the garage thing that's in the photo, I decided not to do that because it would really just be wasted space since we don't have cars in The Sims, and I could have done one of the oversized or the sized up toy cars, but I don't really like the way that they look because they're sized up or whatever, but I don't really like those, so I just figured I would make it into like a family room, which is what I ended up doing. By the way, this is just the first part, which I guess what you would see in the title, but there is going to be a second part where I do all the furnishings. I'm thinking that I can fit it all into one video. I'm still working on editing that one, but I think I can fit it all in. It will be sped up more than this video is, but I kind of had to do that to fit it all into one video, and also to like keep it interesting because I was going through the catalog so much, and like furnishing it just takes longer. But this part, I didn't want to speed it up too much because I am moving the camera around a lot so that I can see it from all sorts of different angles, see the floor plan and everything. And I did want to include the floor plan because a lot of people don't in their videos, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people struggle with, is creating a floor plan. So I at least wanted to show like my sort of method. I'm not like I'm not the greatest at it, and I'm definitely not the greatest at roofs either. You'll see me struggling a lot with the roofs once we get to the top level. They're very difficult, but I wanted to include as much as possible. I included all the landscaping and everything too, because that's another thing that people struggle with. I myself struggle with a lot. So yeah, and actually, funny enough, I have actually recorded this voiceover again, so I'm hoping that I don't have to do it another time, but I originally recorded it, and for some reason the file just completely messed up and it wouldn't play at all. So that was fun. So that's another reason why this video has taken a while to for me to get it out there, because I've been having technical issues. And it's the same with my other channel. I have I made a video for it and filmed it on my phone, and for some reason the audio completely messed up. It kept going kind of in and out. I think what was happening was my phone was switching from the front microphone to the back for some reason. Like, something was messing up there. So yeah, I'm thinking that for that channel I'm gonna have to film on my other camera, which isn't as good of quality, but hopefully it'll work. And then this one, I'm just trying another voice memo and hoping that it was just a one-time thing, because I really don't know. But it's very frustrating. So anyway, but yeah, you can see I struggle with the roof a lot here. Yeah, it's not good. But I am really excited for this Let's Play. I think it's going to be a really fun one. I've been, in my own time, kind of working, or not working, but in my own time I've been playing Sims a little bit differently than I used to, because I used to be kind of a one household kind of person. I would make like a family and do one household per save file, and now I've been doing multiple households per save, and I think it's been definitely different and a lot more fun for me just recently. I don't know, I've been liking it a lot more. I think it adds more to it. But so in my own time I've actually been playing kind of a fake university that I made in The Sims. I didn't really make it. I downloaded a bunch of lots off the gallery mostly, but it's been really fun. I made it in New Crest, which this is also set in New Crest. I've been playing a lot in New Crest for some reason. I like that it's completely empty and I can just kind of make it whatever I want. But yeah, that one, this Let's Play is set in New Crest, and the other thing that I was talking about, the game that I've been playing in my free time, the university, is I kind of made it to where New Crest is like the new university town, and so there's like sororities and stuff, and I thought about filming that one, but I don't know, I just wasn't sure if anyone would like it. And I also think it's fun to have, you know, games that are just for you. I think that's really important if you're doing like Let's Plays and stuff. I think it's important to also have some, you know, time with your games or whatever that's just for you. So, and I like The Sims a lot and I play it all the time. So I knew that I wanted to have some Sims games and stuff that were just for me. So this room right here is going to be a little indoor pool, and I really wanted to like do an indoor-outdoor pool, but you can't really, because you can't put a pool right up against a wall. So I couldn't really do that the way that I wanted to. But I did do this little indoor pool, which I think is kind of cool. I got the idea from another one of Deligracy's Let's Plays, which I talk about Deligracy a lot on my channel, but I promise I do actually watch other Sims YouTubers. It's just, I just model a lot of my Let's Play style after hers. She's like, I don't know, like if I had to pick one Sims YouTuber that I wanted my Let's Plays to resemble the most, it would be Deligracy. Obviously not trying to be an exact copy, and I'm definitely not, but it's just the same like sort of style, so that's why I mention her a lot. But I was watching her twins Let's Play, and in their original house, it was a Spanish-inspired home, and it had like an indoor pool like this, and I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. So I kind of stole that idea, I guess, and kind of brought it into this. So it's kind of like an indoor pool, but like it also, like the windows are open and there's like the open arches, so it's kind of indoor and outdoor-ish. I'm just moving around in my chair, so I'm sorry if you heard that, but anyway, But yeah, and I'm using the Strangerville doors because, I mean, they can work for, like, more rustic styles, but, like, I kind of feel like the Spanish-inspired thing kind of goes hand in hand with rustic style in some ways. And you'll see that a lot once I do the interior. There's a lot of rustic kind of inspired stuff in the interior. And then here I'm messing around with a bunch of lights, which I find outdoor lighting to be kind of difficult because I want it to be like lit up on the outside because I want them to be able to like see their way, obviously, when they're like walking into their house, but also if they want to like go out in the yard. Oh, and this stuff on the underneath the roof here, that it had it in the picture if you saw, but it just wouldn't work, like, because it auto places it, and I didn't want it under the balcony like that, and it just wouldn't go otherwise, and yeah, it just had to go. So I was really disappointed that didn't work, but what can you do? I wish almost that it was, you were able to self-place it, and I tried to like make my own, but it would have taken a long time, and it just didn't look the way that I wanted it to. And we're actually going to change that initial archway at the front, the one on the second level, not the first. And you'll see that in a second. But yeah, also just wanted to state, I go back and forth with like building and furnishing. Like I kind of, and those two like sconces out the front are now crooked, which I think I end up fixing, but we'll see. Anyway, I go back and forth a lot, and like by that I mean that I do not just go and do the shell of the home and then do like the floor plan, and then like I don't have a process like that. I just kind of do whatever comes to me, whatever I'm feeling inspired to do at that moment. So you'll see that I kind of like go from working at the front of the house to like the side to whatever, and especially once I'm doing the furnishing and the floor plan and all of that, you'll see me going back and forth a lot because I'll just get an idea for like a certain room or something, and I don't know. So I hope that that's not like super boring to watch. I think I already fixed the sconces at the front, maybe. They look even now. But yeah, I don't know. And then this area, the front area, it had a like little garden type thing out the front with a fountain, and I don't know, this part was hard for me too. I'm just not like, again, I'm not a builder, so like this kind of stuff doesn't come easily to me. And also I don't understand why we can't place fences and stuff at the edge of the lot. I don't quite understand that. I understood it more in like the older Sims games, because I don't think they could travel, I don't think they could like move outside of the lot, so like they couldn't go around where the lot was to get in the house or something. So if you had like a fence around the entire lot, they might not be able to get into it, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. But with it the way that it is now, I don't understand, because they can go around the lot and stuff, so I don't understand why you can't put stuff on the very outer like tiles. It's really annoying. So yeah, but I kind of like cheated it by just putting the same dirt flooring or whatever on there, and then this part, it was completely just like grass in the picture, and I do try to add some other plants and some flowers and stuff to make it more interesting, but it just didn't look right, so I ended up just going with the Jungle Adventures grass, and it worked really well. And I actually use a ton of stuff from that pack, because it works with the Spanish style just like so perfectly. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff from that, and a lot of like I said, rustic in style and inspired like stuff. So a lot of Jungle Adventures, and I think also a lot of Cats and Dogs, because that's more of like the rustic style. So I ended up using a lot of that, and I think maybe some stuff from Seasons as well. And by the way, this will be available on the gallery. Actually, it is right now, as of like me filming this. It is available on the gallery under the username Holt333. It's my family's account. Oh, also this is really funny because I was trying to put two like bushes on the either side, and it ended up looking very phallic, which I changed very quickly because I realized that, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't put two bushes right beside a tall shrub. But anyway, okay, so but the gallery thing, that is my family's account. I play on my family's account, which I think it works really well because we all kind of buy a bunch of the expansion packs and stuff, and so we don't have to all separately buy the different expansions and stuff. We can kind of take turns paying for those and stuff. So I have bought some of them, not the expansions. I think my parents bought all of those, but I've bought some of me and my sister went and bought Strangerville, and I've bought some of the stuff packs and stuff like that. So anyway, not important, but I do play on my family's account. So I think there's one house up on the gallery right now that is not my build personally. My sister, I saw that she put up a build that she did of her house. So if you see kind of like a starter home around, I think 40,000, so I guess it wouldn't be a starter home in The Sims necessarily, but it's a pretty small home, and you'll definitely be able to tell which one it is, just because of my description, obviously, because the other ones that are up is this one, and then there's a household that I did, and then a half finished kind of duplex thing that's like really modern, and I need to put up the fully furnished version of that. But the reason that I put those up were because I made a family and I built their houses, but I started like furnishing them and stuff, and then when I was at my sister's house, and then I had to leave, and I didn't want to leave my like Sims game and everything there because I really wanted to continue playing it. So I saved it to the library, but I wasn't sure if that would translate over to my computer because I don't think it does. I'm not sure. So I uploaded it to the gallery just in case so that I could make sure I got the people that I was working on and the house that I was working on. So I don't have any description on them really, but there's a household called like Jungle Girls, and I started making them like immediately after we got Jungle Adventures, so I made them just to play around with that, and then their houses, which again I need to re-upload with the fully furnished versions because it's a lot better. But those are up, and then obviously this house fully furnished is on the gallery. And again, the username is Holt333, so HOLT 333, and I'll have it written down in the description so that you can find it easily. I don't really know how to link the gallery, so I'll just have it written what the username is in case you forget or aren't sure. But yeah, it's my family's account. That's why it's called that and not, like Tessatura or Tessalinae or something. It's my family's, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm really proud of this house, actually. It's one of the first houses that I've built that wasn't like a copy of somebody else's Sims build, if that makes sense. Which I obviously wouldn't put those up on the gallery because, like, that's not my build, you know? But I do like copies of other people's Sims builds just to kind of, I feel like that's a good way to get started in building, is to kind of look up other people's builds, whether it's videos or just pictures. I usually just went off the pictures of the front of the houses so that I would kind of have to imagine for myself the back of the house, kind of like I did with this one, and it kind of helps you to get sort of a shell for what you're gonna do and get an idea. But then also, like, you have to kind of create the rest of it on your own, and so it kind of pushes you to be more creative, even though you are copying the front of the house or whatever. So I've made houses like that I was really proud of, because I like created the outside, I furnished the inside the way that I wanted to, and did the floor plan and everything myself. So I mean, I was still proud of those, but I definitely wouldn't upload it because it's not completely mine and somebody's already done it. And something like this, where I'm copying a real life house, I feel like is more so I can actually call it like my build, because although I didn't create the idea for the build, nobody else that I know of has done a build of this house, you know, so I don't feel like I'm copying anyone in particular, just obviously taking inspiration from a real life house, which I feel like is fine. So, and then, yeah, so now I'm doing the landscaping and stuff, and that's very difficult for me. I don't know. I'm not good at landscaping by any means, and a lot of this house, as you can see, is paved. Like, the whole backyard is paved, mainly because I just didn't really know. I wanted there to be pavement around the pool, and then to do that where it looked even with the house, I felt like it was just better if I completely paved everything. And then now I'm putting in some ivy and stuff, which I think moves around a little bit, only because when I went in to do the floor plans and stuff and furnish the house, it was on different days, because this video alone, just doing the outside and stuff, took me 5 hours. Like 5.5 hours, actually, I think. So doing the floor plans and stuff, I went back on another day, and I didn't have move objects on, which was dumb in the beginning, and it ended up, when I would connect like a different room or something, it would take off some of the ivy from the house, because obviously the ivy is put on using move objects, and when you don't have that cheat on and you mess with stuff inside, sometimes certain things will mess up and like delete or whatever. So a lot of the ivy ends up a little bit different, but not very much. And then at the end, you can see here I have the side by side, and then I will show you just the full picture of the house. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted you guys to see what I was working off of and what I kind of made into my own thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around for the Let's Play that's coming up and for part 2 of this build. So make sure you're subscribed to see all that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!